There we are. Good. So let's go on. So we're going to be jumping now into round of 8. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. Just a second, guys. I want to make sure that I got everything right here. Alright. So, round of 8 is already a best of 3, but we will be jumping into game number 2. There we go. And with that, you can check up on your screen that Kyct is up 1-0, and he's going to be the red Protoss at the top right location, playing against remag as the brown Protoss at the top. Ooh, I think I got that messed up. Okay, remag is top right, Kyct is top left. There we go. And this is on Neo Jade, 4-player map. This is probably one of the most kind of standard style of maps, because you only have like your natural, your third, and that's kind of it for your your quarter of the map. That's kind of it. Like, there's nothing more. There's no of the bases here, nothing in the middle. So basically you can split the map with 6 bases. So that's kind of like, it's a map that might work very well for players who don't want to be, I don't know, remembering too many bases to control and so on. Yeah, I mean, PvP sometimes can be boring, sometimes can be good. We'll see how this goes, because we already see that the pylon is very strangely placed by Kyct in what I would call a forward position. It's not exactly a proxy. I mean, it can allow you to eventually defend your bases, but it's kind of forward anyway. And yeah, about Flash. Flash, I mean, I don't know if he's going to be coming back to Brood War. I know when he was playing Brood War, he was practicing a lot. I don't know if he's going to try to put that kind of dedication, because for those of you who maybe don't follow Brood War too much, the Koreans that are streaming Brood War, they don't like stream every single day. They stream for a few days, then they take a few days off. It's very difficult to constantly be streaming, so we will see if actually Flash does want to come back to Brood War. Okay, so we do see a double gateway, kind of forward. But the bad thing is remag actually scouted it pretty early, so he reacts with a double gateway. Now, this is kind of one of the... I mean, this is the map that you can actually do it. I think it was Bisu who used to do this a lot, which he would go double gate and then basically contain in the ramp, then put some cannons. But we have seen in the past, for those of you who might be saying, well, PvP not that interesting, we have seen in the past some very funky PvPs on this map because of this ramp. Like, for example, when your opponent sees that you're going for double gate, then he will just kind of make a gate in your own base and start like sending zealots. So there are possibilities for a lot of weird things to happen in a PvP. The bad thing really for remag, I think, really he gets the last scout, and even his zealots go the wrong way for a while before they actually head to remag's base. Now bear in mind that 2-gate versus 2-gate, there is not much to be really said about this. I mean, it's kind of mathematics. Who has the more zealots should win, and who has the better micro should win. The only real issue in PvP, in double gates, is what happens when the zealots actually reach your mineral line, where you, even if you have the units, because suddenly a zealot can take like a hit or two and kill a probe in exchange, instead of trying to kill your zealots. Okay, we do see some skirmishes here. Guys, this would be a lot easier to call if I wasn't partially colorblind. I have to remember exactly what position what zealot is in, because I can't tell them apart. Okay, so definitely this is a good exchange so far by... No, actually it's a quite even exchange, because one zealot is extremely damaged, so these zealots are still not in the best position. Kids Castellan? Well, not here. Alright, so again, more Zealot wars, but so far I don't think any of the two players can actually say, okay, I'm actually just going to commit my entire army and I'm going to win. I don't think either player doing that. Now, the big problem really is that in the game that I was casting some time ago, where I think it was Gem 5 containing, who was it? I can't remember, but The problem here is getting out of your base at this point once you get something up here. A shield battery will help, but it's not enough. Once the goons are out. Oh my god. Oh my god, this exchange is actually going very well for kids. Too well, in fact. He doesn't actually have to start pushing down to try to be effective, but he definitely can, since he kind of took 2 zealots and I think just lost some shields. So yeah, definitely. As you can see already, Remag is already running back to his shield battery, and whoa, and an aggressive pylon trying to put his own shield battery. So this is a very aggressive style out of kids, and it's probably gonna work, because considering how well this actually, okay, Zealot exchanges now are turning away. Yeah, now Remag is actually in the lead of the exchange. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be close. And cannons are. I agree that cannons are better, but cannons actually require you to build a forge, and usually you don't want to build a forge unless you know that this is gonna work. So the reason why you build a shield battery is because it builds extremely fast, and because you actually don't need to build an additional building for it. So I definitely agree that the cannons are the better way to go with this. It's just that. Well, actually, Kitsuke might be in trouble because he just committed so much on these shield batteries that if he doesn't use them very well, yeah, he's actually going to be losing like 400 minerals in here. Okay, so far so good. Still some zealots left. Now you should split the zealots and send some to the economy line and some here. And these ones should at the same time be getting back and recharging from time to time. So these zealots are actually starting to get some probe kills. And this is actually going to be quite bad because it's very difficult to control the probes and the dragoons at the same time. So as you can see, probes are falling and also dragoons are falling at the same time. Yeah, some more damage being dealt. I mean, every time that this is happening, there's units not actually... There's no probes mining right now, so the economy war is going to be going into Kit's favor just by doing this kind of wonky 2 gateway forward with shield batteries. He's actually taking a very good trade. Even though these dragoons can micro against the zealots, it doesn't really matter as much if you have a better economy, if you can keep recharging your units. Although 2 zealots left only, so definitely, I mean, you should probably be aiming the probes at this time, because just aiming at the dragoons at this point doesn't really make much sense. Wait, where are these zealots going? That's weird. Okay, now there's 4 dragoons, and look at how much money was spent on this. This is, whoa, wow. 600 minerals went to that, and we see cannons coming down because there's no core for Kitsk. Oh, crap. Oh my god. Yeah, these 2 zealots, I mean, they can actually recharge themselves and keep pressuring. But, I mean, even if you do hold this position, the gateways can be sniped from this location. So, oof, not good. Yeah, well, with 2 zealots, it's actually easy to micro this down. It's much more difficult when you have like 4 zealots attacking dragoons and some zealots attacking this. I mean, maybe there's just... I would say that, okay, 3 shield batteries seems like kind of a little bit too much, but I understand that Kitsk was really committing to this. He actually wanted to win the game that way. It just didn't seem like it worked. It's not a common cheese because the main problem with any kind of double gateway style is that there are actually a few builds that hard counter double. So even if you can, for example, go for something like, let's say you go for a double gateway and your opponent goes for 1 gateway dragoons, you can actually still lose nothing and defend well and have a tech advantage. So in theory, this kind of attack is something you do against an opponent that you believe doesn't have the best multitasking or kind of has problems with controlling too many things at the same time, maybe. That's kind of the way that you would think about it in terms of style, because, as I said, in theory, it's completely defendable. The way that you can defend it is 1 gateway, 1 shield battery, and a zealot, a fast dragoon. That should be more than enough to really deal with this. Yeah, Kitsk is right now up 1-0. So with this, if Remag takes this, that will put actually... Oh my god, did this pylon get sniped? Yeah, Kitsk is up 1-0, so if remag takes this, then it should be 1-1. While this is going on, we see a robo coming down, and it seems like it's going to be DTs for Kitsk. Unfortunately for him, the DTs, even if they finish... Okay, there's the gateway. Even if they finish, like, it's a kind of a common expected thing. At this point, you definitely don't go reverse. And the reason you don't go reverse is because your opponent has, like, 10 Dragoons, okay. So, exactly 10 Dragoons. So you don't usually want to go with a Reaver right now, because it's easy for the Reaver to get sniped, it's easy for the shuttle to get spotted and sniped. The DTs are the more common kind of panic style. And although the Nexus might actually get finished, considering that there's actually too many cannons to break through with these Dragoons, the ball is definitely in remag's court, and he's going to be going for Reavers himself. So I would say that at this point it's almost impossible for Kitsk to get back into this game. I mean, the DT might actually do something if for some reason the Observer actually doesn't go, like, it doesn't go where it should be, right? It goes directly, for example, here, and at the same time the DT manages to get through and gets to the mineral line. Okay, then sure, it can do some damage, but other way than that, I don't think it will. Now, let's see, anything else that could be important? So far, not really. Just this DT. Will it get spotted by the Dragoons? Okay, it seems like remag doesn't see the DT. And... oh. No, still not seen it. So let's see where the first Observer actually goes. The Observer is not even done yet, and it's going to be after the Reaver, right? Yeah, so this DT actually could do a lot of damage. Now, it's going to go into the main. It seems so. Okay, it's going into the main. And it should see the shuttle. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh! If he only knew. There was a supply block, and the Observer would not get done before the DT killed the robotics. That would have been GG, guys. Oh my god. Kitsk didn't know. I mean, at this point, you'd kind of expect Kitsk to go kind of for the robo, because he would be like, if I get the robo I win, if I don't I lose. But no, Kitsk is trying to secure this by doing some damage. He's actually going to do some decent damage, because first he kills a lot of probes in the main, now he's killing more in the natural, and so far no reaction, so actually a lot of probes are coming down. Look at this, 25, 24 against 28. Now the Reaver is going to be a problem, like most likely going to win the game, but if for some reason this doesn't do enough, like if this isn't broken, like I don't know, maybe Storm finishes. Maybe it's finished already. I hope it's finished, because otherwise there's no way to stop this. Actually, there's still no way to stop this, because once the cannons fall, the Dragoons can just move front and kill it. But still, the probe loss was actually quite big. It pretty much gave the lead in economy to Kitsk. Although in army, as we can see, well, not really. So yeah, okay, so now the Reaver is going to be going for the economy instead of the... oh, because it finished speed. There is actually a cannon here, so relatively smart beginning. And okay, there's the Storm is going to be landed, most likely Storm. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ooh, that actually didn't kill it. Yeah, but the probes are going to be having trouble now. Ooh. Yeah, I mean, in a way, why not? Why try to break the front when you can just kill them? Ooh. Nice. That was a nice hit. That was a nice hit. Yeah, it's impossible scenarios, but oh my god, what is Remag doing? Remag, Remag just went full retard. Oh my god, he just lost the game. Oh my god, what did he just do? The hell was that? Well, actually, no, wait a second. He didn't lose the game because Kitsk is actually at 35 supply and Remag is at 56, but that was like... the fudge was that? I don't get that. Really, you have only dragoons and you're going against cannons and storms. What are you trying to achieve? What is the purpose of your attack? Okay, so after that amazing attack by Remag, we see that Kitsk is still having trouble with his economy, so it's still not a kind of an end of the game. And in a way, Remag, although he has a little bit more economy right now after that beautiful Reaver harassment, and he has a lot of gateways also, his tech seems to be kind of in the bad side. And ooh, another DTs. Oh, good reaction time at least, so that's not the worst thing. But still, that's 4 kills already, so this DT is already paying for himself. And if he gets to the main and does like 2 more kills, then you see, the mining time lost is already worth it. But considering that you can also get some like more kills, oof, 6, 7, and now it's bugging out. 8, 9. Okay, no committing, trying to run away with the DT. Actually, yeah, okay, this is gonna get killed anyway. Probably better to just get the other kill. And it seems like Remag is thinking about taking a third. I don't know, I mean, he does have an army lead, okay? He does have an army lead, and he right now is pretty much at the same economy. But the amount of tech that Kitsk has, I mean, it's going to be so hard to overcome this in the later stage of the game. Like, this is how many storms? 1, 2, 3, soon to be 4, soon to be 5. So you definitely can attack into this, because you're going to lose too much HP even of the units. Just even if you don't lose the units, you're going to lose too much HP. Okay, seems like, yeah, one High Templar is going to be coming front and trying to get something done. It kills some units, it dies. Oh, sorry, it damages some units, but it dies. Now the problem for Kitsk right now is that even though he has kind of a lot of storms, he doesn't have the army to finish this. So you do need an army to eventually finish the wounded units, otherwise they would still regain parts of their shields and they can still be effective later on in the game. But, okay, we do have High Templars already coming up from Remag as well, so the tech is going to be, oh my god, are these DTs also going to get kills? Seriously? Like, look at this observer. Is it going to scout this? Oh my god, look at that. These DTs, they've gone in. Oh, this cannon's meant. Oof. Finally. I mean, these DTs have killed so much. Okay, they're just 3 kills. Not the best trade. And there's a cannon here as well. So just 1, 2, and not even 3. So, okay, that's not worth it anymore. And also, with the third coming up, Kitsk is going to have a lot of trouble. Because for a second, he had a lot of possibilities with this amount of storm that he had. Like, a good storm can pretty much damage all of this area, right? But the problem is you need some units to finish this off. So, with a lot... Wait a second. Storm drops could be good. That would be a good. Kust. Okay. Kust. Whatever. Red Protoss. Easier. Upgrades are coming down for Remag. He's already have the +1. Oh, well, that's a smart move. Just sending a small amount of Dragoons to the front. And that way, yeah, picking up the High Templars. Nice. Pretty smart by Remag. He got, like, caught once or twice with a storm. And then he decided to send some units up the front. And he leaves the Dragoons at the front, so if a High Templar tries to go out and get a lucky storm... Oh. Now, the army composition, though, Archon Zealot is much better than Zealot Dragoon. But, this also depends a lot on your opponent. Storms aren't the best thing against Zealot Archon, because Archons can take a pretty big beating and still be okay, and Zealots close the distance to the opponent's army pretty well. Now, as we can see, Remag is up like 30 supply. Okay, so if he's up 30 supply, he should destroy the opponent. But let's see when the armies actually clash, and you can see the army compositions actually get into place. Let's see how it goes. Oh my god, where's the shuttle going? Okay. Good storms, good storms. And as you can see, suddenly, look at the supplies. Still ahead, but not as much. And suddenly, there is a huge Archon Zealot army that can attack Remag. Why is Remag taking another base? Now, obviously, you do need some support for these Archons. You don't want to be sending them just alone. Also, they did take some damage, so they can definitely die a lot faster right now. But look at this. With this army, you can actually break this, I think. There's a storm one here. Yeah, there is going to be a storm. Good storm. Doesn't actually kill. Oh, now it will. Yep, now it will. And another good storm. Okay, so Kit has to be careful. The red Protoss has to be careful right now. And with this amount of cannons, ooh, whoa, yeah, whoa. Cannons actually do extremely well against Archons. It's kind of surprising how well they do. Okay, we do see a storm drop coming from the natural of the red Protoss. So once that lands, pretty much is going to be a big problem. Okay, just one probe. Not the best storm drop, but better than nothing. I would say that this game is kind of normalizing a lot, which is weird. But I understand that the army composition of the red Protoss is much better. So there is actually kind of a reason why this is happening. Now upgrades are equal, which is a surprise. I would consider that probably Remag should be ahead, since he had actually the early lead. He does have 2 forges, but only one so far getting an extra upgrade. Whereas it seems like the red Protoss doesn't have any upgrades going for him right now. Okay, so Remag is also taking a ninja expansion, and there seems to be the red Protoss is definitely doing a lot better work of kind of scouting everywhere to find out what's going on. He scouted every single base right now, so it's kind of not a surprise that he does see this base. Now, it's going to be very difficult to attack that base, because if the red Protoss commits to it, then he's opening himself for a backstab or even a surround by the other army. So definitely, meh. Yeah. All right. Anything else? Really, so far, it's kind of slowed down quite a lot, and it's understandable. At this point, both players don't really know what their opponent has. So I would assume that they're both relatively scared of attacking into each other. Remag, I mean, he should know that he has the lead due to the amount of the economy, but apart from that, yeah, it's round of 1048, and I'm gonna be here till like the next Sunday. Alright, so far, okay guys, so far nothing really important to talk about. We do see the extra upgrades coming up, we do see the upgrade for kits, we do see a Templar dancing, you know, typical things that you see every day. And that's gonna be, I think this is GG. Look at that flanking. That flanking is actually probably gonna kill completely the red Protoss. I think it's gonna actually destroy him. He walked into the worst possible. Yeah, he just got melted. He walked into the worst possible concave ever. Well, okay. I mean, the thing is, it's anticlimactic when you're waiting for like 3-4 minutes for some action to happen, and it ends like this. You're like, okay. Yeah, headshot, basically.